So last week I made a video about my lower body workout, but today it's time to tell you about the first of my two upper body workouts. You see, I only go to the gym 3 times a week, and that's because of football. I can't go more than 3 times a week. So I divided my split into one lower body day and two upper body days. I could do a full body day so that I train legs 2 times per week, but I feel like training them once a week is enough. I have two different upper body workouts. Well, they are actually not that different, but I do this so that in one workout I focus more on chest, back and shoulders, and in the other one I focus more on biceps, triceps and forearms. So I keep balance throughout both trainings. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's just start from the first upper body. I begin the workout with some mobility, with some dynamic warm-up to warm up my shoulders, my elbows and my wrists, which are a bit weak and I always found them hurting, so it's important to do a good warm-up in your joints. Then I start doing some light sets of my first exercise, which is the incline dumbbell bench press, so that I warm up my shoulders, my elbows, my chest, and all those muscles involved in the movement. Then after I have fully warmed myself up, I start with the working sets. So remember I said I have two different upper body workouts. In this one I do 10 sets for chest, 10 for shoulders and 10 for back, and then 5 sets for biceps, triceps and forearms. So you can arrange those 10 sets as you like. For example, for chest I only do 2 exercises, so 5 and 5, while on back I prefer to do 4, 4 and 2. You can arrange sets as you like, as long as you reach those 10 sets. But coming back to the first exercise, as I told you, I start with the incline dumbbell bench press, and I prefer the dumbbell bench press than the barbell one because I can control the weight more, I can stretch my muscle more, and yeah, I have always liked using dumbbells more, and it's just my preference. So I focus on doing a full range of motion and on moving the weight in a controlled way, but that is the case in each one of my exercises. Then I go on with the second chest exercise, which is the pec deck. I used to do cable flies, but I always felt my shoulders working instead of my chest, because in my gym I don't have a mid-height cable to do like the movement you do in a pec deck, so only high cables, and I inevitably found myself working more my front delts, and I didn't like that. So I decided to switch to the pec deck, and the movement is the same as in a chest fly, you know. You start wide and you do kind of this circular motion, not just pressing, and in the pec deck you can do it in an easier way, while with cables you may find yourself doing cable presses instead of the real fly. And yeah, there's not much to say about the execution. You would wanna feel the contraction in your chest heavily, that's the one thing. Then I go on with back, and I start with the classic lat pull down. Again, there's not much to say about this exercise. I do it with a medium grip, not too wide, not too close, and that's the way that I feel my lats working more. So you can choose whatever grip you like. I like this one the most. So when I do lat pull down, I find it useful to lean back a bit and keep my chest outward. So in this way I can feel my lats working more. So for the second back exercise, I want a more trap slash mid back focused exercise, and I tried a lot of them. I tried the seated row, the low row, the high row, the chest supported row, and now this week I tried the chest supported row with dumbbells, lying on the bench. I may even try the normal barbell row. I still have to find a good exercise in which I feel my traps working a lot. And if I eventually find one, I will let you know. But you can just choose the one which suits you the best. Then for the third and final back exercise, I like to do 2 sets of pullover, whether it is a pullover machine or the classic cable pullover, just to finish my back off. So I do pullovers with lightweight, high reps and low rest time between the 2 sets. Coming up next are shoulders. I do 3 sets of dumbbell lateral raises, again the classic lateral raises. I like to lean forward a bit with my torso, and I like to keep my weight in a middle position. You know, it's not a front raise, it's not directly to my side, it's a bit in the middle, so my muscle fibers are in a more natural position, and I don't risk hurting my shoulder, and I don't even end up doing a front raise, you know. And then the same thing can be said in the cable lateral raises. I do 4 sets of them, and yeah, it's just to vary a little bit. I do both dumbbell and cable lateral raises because you can work 2 different parts of your shoulder because the tension is different in the 2 movements. And then the final shoulder exercise is a reverse cable crossover. I do it 1 arm at a time, and it's to work my real delt. I do 3 sets of these, so in total 10 sets also for shoulders. Then these were the 3 big muscle groups in focus in this workout. So now I move on to my arms, and I do 5 sets of cable bicep curls. You can do whatever curl variation you like. I personally prefer the cable curls just because the tension is always there throughout the whole movement because of the cable. And this helps me to feel a better contraction in my biceps. Next exercise is the classic triceps pushdown. I do it with the triangle bar, and yeah, also 5 sets in this. In the last set I do a drop set to finish my triceps, and then I move on to the final exercise, which is the high cable forearm curl. I don't know what is the real name of this exercise. It's this one that you're seeing right now. And yeah, I saw this exercise from a Sam Sulek video, and I gotta say, since I started doing that, I saw big improvement on my forearms. Like, my forearms had always been skinny. I tried a lot of exercises, but in this one, like, my forearms get so pumped up that I start having almost cramps. I found it hard to keep my arms straight after doing this exercise. So yeah, this was the workout, the first of 2 upper body workouts. I will tell you about the second one next week. It isn't much different from this one. It's just that I focus more on my arms instead of my torso, and some exercises are different. However, I will tell you about it in the next video. As you can probably tell by my outfit, it has become significantly colder in my town, and this means that the winter arc is starting, so I'm really hyped for this winter. I wanna give it all and improve as much as I can, so that by next year I will be in the best shape of my life. Anyway, I hope you liked the video and you found some useful information in it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Keep grinding!